time, Mr. Pickle. What's it gonna be?
One burger and some fries and a malted. Oh, and would you put cheese on that, please?
Just say Buster cheese, bull chips, and a chocolate Buster shake, madam.
Okay.
So say it!
Frick off, Pickle. I don't like talking to machines.
Look, Toots, take that falcon you're driving, chain it up, and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Oh! Oh!
Thanks for coming to Buster Burger. Please pull forward. You may be eligible for a prize.
Is there really a Buster Burger University?
Yes, sir. In Colorado, corporate headquarters.
And it's tuition free?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All expenses paid, even if you flunk out.
Excuse me, Mr. Belknap, but there's a dead woman in the drive-thru lane.
We'll cancel an order.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Rosetta Reviews. Yes, I know it's been more than a couple of minutes since I made a video, and I apologize for that. We can talk about that in the comments below. But most of you aren't really here for that. You just want to hear me talk about Hamburger the Motion Picture, and there's no reason not to do that right now. Released in 1986 and directed by Mike Marvin, who also did The Wraith and some other films, it stars Lee McCloskey as Russell Procope, or Proco according to Wikipedia, and that's kind of what it sounds like, but the back of the box says Procope, so I'll probably figure that the script said that. And it wastes no time at all trying to grab your attention with this catchy jingle intro music that it has.
Living out there selling hamburgers for America. Yeah, hamburgers for America.
The film takes no time at all to let you know a couple of things. One of them that you're going to see some boobs. The second one is that this guy's basic gist of the story is he just can't quit getting laid, and it's getting him kicked out of school, and he's going to lose a $250,000 inheritance if he just can't keep it in his pants. But unfortunately, everywhere he goes, he just gets laid. Even if he goes to talk to the school counselor about having too much sex, you know, is she going to dig into some of that, or have him dig into some of that? And as Procope's parents give him a motivational speech about how important it is that he keeps in his pants, gets a degree, and gets that money, a commercial on TV tells him the easy way out. Hamburger University, well, Buster Burger University in this case, but it's a parody of Hamburger University, which is really a thing, crazily enough.
No more money, no allowance, no tuition. You are on your own, buddy. This train, boom, has pulled into the station, and it is time for you to get off.
This school shrank when she was trying to help you.
And now a message from our sponsor.
What university would take you anyway?
I want you, all bull burger lovers. That's right, Buster the Bull wants you to join Buster Burger's booming business. We've got openings right now at our manager training college at Buster Burger University.
So he Busta goes to his local Busta Burger and gets Busta hit on by one of the Busta girls, and we get an idea of just how Busta crazy the Busta comedy in this show is gonna Busta be.
I just want food.
If you want to someday manage your own franchise and someday own your own, you ought to get yourself a degree from Buster Burger University.
Is there really a Buster Burger University?
Yes, sir. In Colorado, corporate headquarters.
And it's tuition free?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All expenses paid, even if you flunk out.
Excuse me, Mr. Belknap, but there's a dead woman in the drive-thru lane.
We'll cancel an order.
And when Russell gets to the university, we finally meet the extended cast, which is basically a bunch of stereotypes. We have the nerd, the nun, the womanizer, Dick Butkus playing Drill Sergeant Druten, which is hands down the funniest role in this film, the freedom fighter from Guatemala,
Guacamole.
Guacamole. And we have Magneto Jones, played by Chip McAllister. This is an absolutely hilarious role, but it is the kind of thing they would never put in the movie right
on
now.
my highly talented vocal cords, or if anybody even thinks about touching my $75 Slick Rick Bad Boy concert beats, I'm gonna commence to pimp slapping somebody right now.
Clam it, Dark Breath. You're on Buster ground.
You read me, faggot?
I think so, sir.
Good. You're here because the Supreme Court sniffing around our franchises claiming that there hasn't been a single black Buster Burger owner in 25 years. Well, we intend to graduate you, Jones.
We have the fat guy that has to use an electronic machine to zap himself to keep you from eating too much. And then we have the owners, Lyman and Mrs. Vunk. Dick Butkus tells everybody their rules, but it looks like the womanizer's already checking out Mrs. Vunk's assets.
I'm having a get-together party.
Then they have a party where we meet Mila Vunk, who is the daughter of the owners, and she's dating Drill Sergeant Druten. And we see that the womanizer's feelings towards Mrs. Vunk, who's played by Randy Brooks, obviously, are returned. So there's a little bit of a spark there. And the freedom fighter is already trying to get her hands onto Prokop. And of course, that's the reason he's here, is to not get laid at all. And then Fat Boy tries to zap himself so he doesn't eat a burger and bumps into Prokop, who bumps into Druten, who falls in the pool, who starts a pool party and also starts a pissing match between Prokop and Druten, which of course Druten's in a position to win at this point.
I can't swim! I can't swim! Help!
We meet Dr. Mole, who's basically a teacher and the research scientist for the university, and we see the underlying philosophy of Buster Burger University.
Bull is our business.
Bull is our business.
Put those cookies back, motherfucker.
Put those cookies back, motherfucker.
We reserve the right to refuse service to assholes like you.
We reserve the right to refuse service to assholes like you.
To get revenge on Prokop, Dick Butkus takes him to the automated machine and gives us one of the more memorable scenes in the film.
Your work, Prokop.
Out with your hands, you idiot.
Not keeping up!
Error. Keep the sauce on the bun! Come on! Right into there!
Come on, you're jamming them up!
Stop.
There's your lunch, Prokop! So eat it!
Thank you, sir.
The nerd shows a little hero worship to the scientist, who then takes him under his wing and makes him into a guinea pig, or chicken as the case may be.
Well, that's the equivalent of 3 tons of my new synthetic fried chicken.
3 tons? Yes. That would be almost as if he had a bucket of chicken every day for 500 years. Is there any chance of brain damage?
The womanizer convinces Prokop to sneak out just to go for Chinese food. Well, they actually manage to escape, but poor Magneto Jones gets caught and they bring him back in.
Go on, boy.
What are you grabbing, son of a bitch? What? Hey, no, this Magneto, baby. No, see, I got this show to do tonight, and all my hoes gonna be there.
They go to the Chinese restaurant, and we have one of the other more memorable scenes in this film.
Brand new, kid.
Yes, sir.
You've been promising to have Chinese with me for ages, Mia. What do you say we eat now, right here? I'll buy, no problem.
Mother's got no panties. Oh, she's great. Mrs. Vunk. Mrs. Vunk.
You okay, Mrs. Vunk?
I'm gonna try some from Count B.
Ow!
I don't know if any of them are gonna earn their horns.
But that's shop talk. Let's have some ribs.
Good?
Yeah.
Spirit?
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah.
Coffee, you okay?
Of course, Dick Butkus has to show up, and they have to get caught, and then they're put in these weird pickle chambers that, I don't know, maybe it's like a cross between 50 Shades of Grey and The Last Starfighter?
Policy that if a student wishes to go home on his own, he's free to do so. Fred!
I'm sorry about the Chinese food. Man, are we in a pickle?
But the torture was totally worth it to Frank the Womanizer because he's got another date with Mrs. Vunk. They're going to meet up on her helicopter. As soon as he walks out the door, the freedom fighter goes chasing after Prokop, and she hits on him with some slightly politically incorrect ways.
Tell you 7 orgasms from now. Make that 11.
Oh, Jesus, it's just not my day.
You will do as I say, or I will scream rape.
Conchita, can we talk about...
And he defends himself in some slightly politically incorrect ways.
Dark, sexy, sweaty, suntan gorilla fighter.
See.
Like your brother.
No!
Oh, yes, he's spent a whole day fighting in the hills, single-handedly killing half a dozen government troops with his great big machete. Sunset, he comes home. I'm waiting for him by the campfire.
And Mrs. Vunk and Frank and Jones, as soon as he sees that helicopter, Magneto Jones, like a magnet, is jumping on that damn thing. Get me out of here now.
Next time I injure Mrs. Vunk, it's the copter engine. Move your leg, I'll turn it on. Fred!
Mrs. Vunk?
Magneto, get the hell out of here!
Wait, Hollywood, please, one way.
Magneto, we're not going anywhere!
Wait, Fred, I have to go to the Carolina West. I have a gig to do, man, and I have my single I'm doing. It's Magneto Jones, sold to the bone. I won't look, Fred, I promise.
But they only make it as far as Dick Butkus's brand new car, who he's super proud of.
Come on, baby! Come to mama!
Okay, here we go. We're going down. Oh, no, not that car!
After realizing that this is Frank the Womanizer's roommate and remembering what had happened at the Chinese restaurant, Mila offers...
Orals are coming up soon.
I'm not a great orals man. Never was.
Well, I do have some free time in the evenings. If you like, I could tutor you through the hard stuff.
And then Dick Butkus happens to see, which, of course, is going to make things so much easier down the road. The oral exams are pretty much exactly what you would expect by this point in the film.
What do you do if a customer becomes sick while in your store?
Firstly, I would take the offending customer by the scruff of the neck and I would stick their nose in the vomit. Secondly, I would take the most accessible part of his or her clothing and I would wipe up the puke. Thirdly, I would escort them to the front door and I would tell them to have a nice day.
Excellent. Best. I am the greatest entertainer, but you're depriving me of my chance. You won't let me sing, and you won't let me dance. But on these orals, whether I fail or I pass, when I get these off, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
So for their final exam, they're supposed to run a franchise all on their own, and Drill Sergeant Druten goes to completely sabotage it. First he puts Prokop in charge of the place, so he'll take all the blame. Then he sends in a eating club, and we get a bunch of stuff that's totally politically incorrect by the modern days.
Can I, Buster, help you?
50 Buster Burgers, 25 Bull Chips, and 10 Buster Shakes.
60 double Busters, no pickles, 40 Bull Chips, 22 Diet Colas.
Diet?
you very much. But,
All the way to the stereotypical Asian photographer lighting their farts on fire, blowing a hole in the side of the place with his flash photography and the farts that they were full of.
Please, back up! Wait! A smile, everybody!
And after that bit of political incorrectness, we get some racism here.
Hey, skate pig. We don't serve AfroTurf toilet plungers here.
What the hell did you say?
Skid hash mark.
we don't serve freeway smoking donut chokers here.
I want to see the goddamn manager now!
You're talking to the manager, Peter Cheese, so merge.
I don't have to take this kind of crap from a goddamn green pickle.
Hey, rotate, Kunta Kinte. Your check's ready at the welfare office.
Look, Pickle, you ain't seen the last of me yet.
Which results in the police showing up to destroy the place, but the place is already half destroyed from our stereotypical bikers who, well, they were pissed off because there was no food left from all the fat people that they had to run off with X-lax and farts and Asians with cameras. And since they were so upset about that, the bikers wanted food and they used some of that great customer service.
If you're looking for a payphone, forget it.
I want a woman.
At last, a real man!
Okay.
Oh, Sheila.
One burger, well done, to go.
Magneto, kill me a burger, send it walking. No more burgers, man.
Where's the bull?
Where's the bull?
Where's the bull? Where's the bull? Where's the bull? Where's the bull?
Look, pal, we reserve the right to refuse service to assholes like you.
Which caused the bikers to destroy the place, and then all the black guys that were police officers showed up too because they don't like racist white boys for some reason and destroyed the restaurant, what was left of the place. And then got a truck with driven by a couple of Mexicans full of chicken, so Dick Buckus decides he's going to run that truck into the restaurant.
Oh, boys want to play a little chicken, eh?
And then when everybody leaves and is left all of them by themselves, Procope gives a speech that rallies everybody together and they're going to take care of this restaurant and make things work.
Now wait one Buster minute. Buster, you're not giving up, are you?
Look, pal, open your Buster eyes. This place looks like Beirut.
Well, not to me, it doesn't. When I look around this Buster franchise, our franchise, you know what I see? I see a Buster future that didn't even know it had a Buster past. You might see a hole in the wall, but not me. I see a brand spanking new Buster Sidewalk Cafe.
And one of the chickens gets fried, and that actually is what saves the day, is what the nun says when she pulls the chicken out of the fryer is heard by the owner, and he decides that that slogan is going to make everybody in the class pass, and so it doesn't matter that the restaurant is literally being held up by its supporting structure at this point. Fuck that noise. These guys all graduate.
It's tasty, by God.
What'd you say?
I said it's tasty, by God.
They destroyed $1 million franchise in about 5 hours. Wait, thank you, sir.
Not you, her. Why, it's perfect. We've got chicken coming off the assembly line in 1 month. And she's come up with the perfect slogan. It's tasty, by God. We'll paste her picture on every billboard across the whole country. You'll be our symbol. You'll be the frying nun. We'll make millions. Dozens. Get them all A's.
Oh, no! Oh.
And the electroshock machine that created the rivalry between the two to begin with is used by Procope to end Dick Butkus's career and demote him from CEO as soon as he gets demoted all the way down to PPP, or Permanent Paper Picker.
This'll cool you off, sir. Well, Sergeant, we cannot have leaders at Busterburger University who can't control themselves.
Disgusting. Don't you think so, sir?
I hereby demote you to PPP.
PPP, sir?
Permanent Paper Picker.
We have our graduation ceremony where we see most of the characters that have been in the film, and we see Magneto Jones given a Lifetime Achievement Award because just his status as a famous musician, that doesn't mean anything. Since he's an African American, what he really wants is to own a Buster Burger franchise.
Pleasure to present the Buster Lifetime Achievement Award to Magneto Jones.
You know, this film, it didn't exactly champion body positivity.
Hey. All right, who ordered 60 double Buster Burgers?
That fat motherfucker right there. That fat motherfucker right there. Them two twin giggling motherfuckers right there. And that skinny walnut head motherfucker ordered 72.
Or gender equality.
Since there are no questions, we'll start with you, Ketchup Crotch.
Me?
No, not you. You.
Me?
Race relations.
We intend to graduate you, Jones, just to prove to the whole world that we ain't bigoted. You dig it, Jones?
Gay acceptance.
Oh, you fruta cake! What good are you?
Common decency.
Put those cookies back, motherfucker!
Or even respect for religious beliefs. And it is fucking hilarious. I understand that certain films throughout history have been terrible with things like racism and sexism and stuff. This film is just funny with it, like Blazing Saddles. It's not trying to hurt anyone, it's just trying to be silly and funny. And it achieves it. It's not a great film. It's not one that's got great ratings. It doesn't get great reviews. I still love it. It's stupid. It's funny. I have a nostalgia for it, so you can probably add a 1.5 out of 10 to the score based on my personal feelings from memories of it. But it's a hilarious movie. There's a lot of these kinds of films. It's really funny, though. It's worth watching. And it's actually available on YouTube right now. It's pretty grainy. It's not real bad, but it's you want to watch it on your phone or on a smaller screen. You don't want to watch it on your big screen. But it's there, and it's not exactly a cheap film to find the last I checked. I haven't looked before making it, but 3 years ago, it was fairly expensive. But anyway, thanks for taking the time. If you're this far into it, I really appreciate you taking the time and listening. And if you could subscribe if you haven't already, and like or yell at me in the comment section and tell me how terrible I am or how great it was or any of that stuff, that would be tremendous. Sorry for being gone for so long. I've lost 3 family members and have another one that's been put bedridden in the last 2 years. So there's other things in life too, but those were the things that have really just kind of boom, 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 made YouTube videos seem kind of frivolous. And I didn't want to lead into this review of a comedy video with that for some reason. So in the future, I'm going to try to make more videos. Life's changed a bit, but I'm still going to have time to make videos now, it looks like. So I will hopefully be making more in the future. Thanks a lot. Take care. Have a good day.